Got one more.
Yeah, I just wanted to piggyback on that because I looked at it from a manager's perspective. There's nothing wrong with it, but you have to realize there are consequences. So you got to look at it from the manager's perspective. If you are trying to balance your career and a family, are you going to be available for those pressing projects? And if you're not, you got to accept the fact that maybe I'm not going to move up as fast as I would have if I was available. So just, there's nothing wrong with it, but accept that there are consequences.
All right, and one thing I want you guys, if you have pen and paper, you're taking notes, write this down. It's called the 3 promises. These 3 promises reflect back to life coaching with your values, and it helps you to make those hard decisions. 3 values are: I promise to always, blank. I promise to never, blank. And I promise to remember, blank. And so your job is to fill in those blanks, because those blanks are going to reveal to you your core values. And whenever you step out into an entrepreneurship, or you step out, yes, no problem. I promise to always, blank. I promise to never, blank. And I promise to remember, blank. And your core values, if you ever separate your life's journey from your core values, you will experience frustration and unmotivation of a degree of agony. Because those core values were set inside you to keep you on track, to keep you on your purpose. And so if you're thinking about making shifts, again, consider the consequences. Every green light is not your green light. When you look at your core values, you understand from the standpoint of if I need to press into this right now, in this season, or if I'm not really equipped yet, or have the support I need to be successful at it, because it's about quality. I want to open this up for the men again. Why do men always seek to be the leader, even when they aren't the most talented or knowledgeable in a group? Another guy, John?
Yeah. You know, first, I think the response was outstanding. When you look at, that's what we do. We jump up and we want to take charge of whatever situation we have. Matter of fact, we was trained that way from a child all the way up. So don't shy away, because that's how we are. But it doesn't mean that you can't do the same thing. So I think sometimes we subordinate ourselves. We sit there because Bob spoke first. Because guess what? I'm never going to be the smartest guy at most things I do, because that's not what I do. I lead people. I don't need to be the technical smart person. I just need to be the best leader. So if you're the most technical, you can lead the technical aspect of it, or you can just be the leader itself. So you jump in, don't get intimidated because Bob spoke first, he's starting like the leader. You can just be your own part of that equation. And I think sometimes, many times, when we go through a process, I look and I see people walk into a room, there's a big table, and there's chairs on the outside. I see some of the women go on the outside and sit down. I'm like, why are you sitting outside? Well, I'm gonna save it for those guys. Like, no, if they're late, you sit at the table. Don't worry about those guys. Take charge and then show your credibility and your ability to be confident in the area that you're speaking on. And don't wait for someone to ask you to speak. So I think it's a way how you approach it more so than the situation that's already there.
Good stuff. All right.
Yeah, well, men, we get our self-esteem from our sense of achievement. So just by default, we're probably going to kind of flock to it. Like, for instance, the other day, I was sitting next to my coworker, and it was like a working lunch, and she had this soda where you could screw the cap off. She couldn't do it. She said, "Here, can you do this for me?" I said, "Sure." Screwed it off. I mean, I felt like I was Superman. I was like, wow. But it kind of feeds into that notion. So, but one thing I recognize too, and I want to be sensitive to the fact that not everyone here is African American, but I heard a recent statistic that African American women are out-educating and earning more, not than just their black male counterpart, but any other ethnic or gender across the board in terms of their trajectory. So that was enlightening for me. So going back to the question, while it may be our initial impulse to try to lead and so forth, it is quite clear that a good leader will recognize the resources in the room, particularly maybe of the female persuasion, to get to the end goal.
All right, one thing we want to look at again, when we're dealing with leadership. A leader is not the person that knows the most. It's not the person that's the most skilled. Not that the key core attributes of a good leader. A leader is somebody, one who has that vision. You know what a leader does? It leads a group of people from here to there. That's what they lead a person from here to there. Vision and courage is one of the main things. Being able to bring people together, properly delegate, have patience. These are the key things. So when I looked at the question, I didn't see how they correlated. And so understand what it takes to really be a leader. And anybody that's in position, as a manager's position, they know the characters they're looking for in the leader. And trust and believe, it's not the person who knows the most and can do the most. Okay? So if you keep that in mind, it really helps us to really know, like he said, when you come into a room, you don't just sit on the outskirts, you sit in a position where it reflects your passion for that event or for that topic that you're speaking on, but be able to back it up when you sit there. All right?